A former student returns to his old high school, but was he really trespassing, or was there more to the story? Watch as the judge stops the hearing, questions the police narrative, and uncovers details that could change everything. Stay until the end, you won't expect the judge's final decision.
Thompson, come on up.
Can you follow those conditions, Alex, please?
Just no contact with complaining, which other?
I didn't say that, but that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
And then no license, no insurance, no driving.
Inside the Lisa. Go ahead and have it see the jury box.
Oh,
This is Lauren Thompson. You are Lauren Thompson. Ms. Thompson, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
one moment, Your Honor. It's Thompson, correct?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay. On February 8th, 2025, the officers were traveling on 4300 Luella Avenue in Deer Park and observed a motor vehicle driving with an expired license plate. The officer confirmed with TCIC, NCIC, and performed a traffic stop. Upon making contact with the defendant, he observed bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant admitted to consuming 3 alcoholic seltzers, and standard field sobriety tests were administered. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 8 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and refused to provide a sample, and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
All right, Ms. Thompson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Any prior to WIs, and does she have a license?
No priors, Your Honor. I'm running her
No,
license
Your
right
Honor,
now.
she doesn't have any priors.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. As long as you're not using, everything will be fine. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, illegal drugs, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. Do you understand?
Your Honor, we'd like to state that she did tell the officer that, she had, taken some medication. So she did explain to the officer that she was under some medication. So we would like our concern is the revocation of her license. There's motions for.
I'm not revoking your license. I mean, you may continue to drive, just if it does become suspended at a later point, you just have to be cognizant of that it does, that you're not allowed to drive. So just be careful. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen with the ALR hearing and all that, so just be careful. Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with her and she'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. Just don't consume alcohol, don't use illegal drugs. If you're taking or no unprescribed controlled medication. If you're taking medication prescribed by a doctor, that's absolutely fine.
Eligible, Your Honor.
Okay, just understand that if you're taking a controlled substance, even prescribed by a doctor, if you take too much, it can be an intoxicant, and if you get in a car, it's bad news. So you just be very, very careful. You understand? Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna have you sign a resale with Victoria. We'll have you sign your bond conditions with Felicia, and then you guys are free to go. Thanks. That way.
One second. All right, Judge. Next judge is page. Do you want the ones without attorneys first?
I don't care. Just
Okay, page 1, oh, I'm sorry, 2,
don't matter.
Alti, Ahmed.
Have you heard from Eddie? Do you know if he's coming? Have you talked to your lawyer? Do you know if he's coming?
I have he's already here in the courthouse. I think he's in another courtroom right now.
Yeah, I guess let's wait for the lawyers to see when. Yeah, it's all right. Just take a seat for me, sir.
All right,
Don't
thank you. She'll get her reset.
Hey, what's up?
All right, Judge, next is page 6 and 7. Herrera, come on up.
You were Anderson Herrera. Right. Mr. Herrera, you're charged with criminal trespass. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 6, 2025, the officer was notified by a witness that a former student, the defendant, was inside Spring High School. The defendant was unenrolled from the school by the associate principal on February 4, 2025, and was told not to return. Spring ISD school records show the defendant is no longer an active student, and the school officer and associate principal advised the defendant to leave on February 6 a second time, not to return. The officer observed the defendant walking on the walkway with other students, and the defendant continued to walk in the officer's direction. The officer observed the defendant pull his hoodie over his head while walking towards the bus ramp area. The officer was in full uniform and gave the defendant a verbal command to stop and follow the officer to his patrol vehicle. The defendant disregarded these verbal commands and began walking in the opposite direction. The officer grabbed the defendant by his left arm, and the defendant began to resist, pulling away to the point where he started coming out of his hoodie. The officer verbally commanded the defendant to stop, and the defendant broke loose and used evasive foot maneuvers to gain distance from the officer in the direction of an open parking lot. The officer notified Spring ISD police and requested assistance. The defendant was detained 300 yards from the initial interaction.
So he was where?
He was at Spring High
I
School.
know, but was he in the outside or was he?
He was on the outside walking towards a parking lot and walking with a group of students when the officer interacted with him.
He was outside. Was he, so
He
anybody?
was on the property owner of Spring High School, and they told him not to return to that high school. They told him on the 4th of February not to return to the high school. He was
Yeah,
on the property.
I understand that,
Mhm.
but he's on the outskirts, he's on the sidewalk.
He was walking on a walkway with other students.
Walkway of the school,
It was a
near the parking lot of the school, which is owned by the school.
yes, Judge. It was the walkway with other students, and that's when the officer saw him and tried to make contact with him.
I'm just confused. It's already been, it's just.
I mean, I'd like to know where, you know, is he on public property? Is he just on a sidewalk on the outside of the school, you know? Just walking?
He was with other students on the walkway walking towards the
Is that-
bus.
Further in the DIMS, it describes it as the walkway near the portable buildings located north of the band parking lot. So
Let's do this, Mr. Herrera. I'm gonna appoint you a lawyer today so we can get down and dirty with your case a little bit more. Just take a seat for me in the jury box. Let me get you a lawyer, okay?
Judge, can I get on the side first?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Was the judge right to question the evidence, or should the arrest have stood as is? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoy real courtroom moments, legal analysis, and surprising judge decisions, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and never miss our next courtroom breakdown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.